Hello, broadcasters. Welcome to episode 183 of the StreamYard Live Town Hall. My name's Geige, and I'm here with Dan, of course. Dan, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Doing well. It's been a good week. For anyone new here, Dan and I are the founders of StreamYard, and we do these town halls every single Sunday at 6 p.m. Pacific, and we do them for a few reasons. One is to stay in tune with all of you, go through the same flow that you all do with your own shows and productions. Two is to answer any of your questions. We love it's the reason why it's called the town hall. We love discussing your topics and anything you want us to cover. So feel free to leave anything you have, any questions you have, or topics you have in the chat. We'll do our best to get to as many as we can. And I always mention the three pillars of StreamYard, which are ease of use, stability, and professional streams. So if you're about those three things, StreamYard is the tool for you. See people hanging out from all over the place. Lots of people in the U.S. tonight. I think I saw Colorado and I think 2 or 3 people from Florida and Ohio. Very cool.
Sweet.
Just make sure I remember we have lots of awesome shows at StreamYard. So we got the Spotlight the second Thursday of every month at 8 p.m. Eastern, which is a show all about you, people like you, and how they're having success with live streaming. So if you're looking for inspiration, definitely check that out. And if you're looking to be featured, shoot an email to contact@streamyard.com. We have YouTube channel reviews with Dee and Daniel the second Saturday of every month. Really great show if you're looking to either get started on YouTube, or if you're already on YouTube but looking to maybe up your YouTube game. Both Dee and Daniel have huge followings and great advice when it comes to growing your channel. And catch the last one. I think yesterday they just did one, so make sure you check that one out. We have Enhance Your Live Streaming the last Tuesday of the month with Nick Nimmin. Nick is a pro with all things video and live streaming included. So if you're looking for specific live streaming tips, definitely check out that show. And then we have live stream reviews the last Saturday of every month with Christian and Charles. It's a fun show where they hang out giving live feedback about different live streams. And one thing we've been doing at the start of all these town halls is so that you can go to get to know a little bit more about us and we can get to know a little bit more about you, is a fun fact. So the fun fact for tonight, and feel free to answer it yourself, was favorite table sport. For those that don't know, Dan, you want to define what a table sport is?
Yeah, for sure. So favorite table sport, as a lot of you are probably familiar, things like table tennis, table hockey, foosball. I don't think pool counts, but we can count that. I would say, yeah, any sport that's played on a table, even pinball, let's count that as a table sport. For me, I think mine's foosball. Always been a big fan. Although I love the little hockey game as well. They're all fun, honestly. How about you?
Yeah, it's definitely a tough one for me. I like you. I love all of them. I love foosball, but I think if I had to pick one, I've definitely lots of fond memories of like air hockey at the arcade. So probably air hockey. I always liked air hockey.
And you're talking air hockey with like the handle.
Yeah, you got the 2 paddles, and it's like the air's blowing up from the base of the thing.
Cool. Yeah, I always preferred the one with the little hockey guys where you twist the. I feel like most people don't even know what that one is.
They didn't have those machines in very many places, so it was rare to actually get to play it.
Yeah.
Cool. I got a question here from Barry Gibson that says, how do you get the ability to stream live on LinkedIn? And also air hockey for Barry. Very cool. So it's an application process, Barry. So if you just type in LinkedIn Live application, I think it should pop up an article from LinkedIn itself where you can apply. If you meet certain criteria, you'll automatically get approved after applying. I can't remember what the exact criteria is.
Yeah, the easiest way to do this, so if you're on StreamYard, I would just try to connect your LinkedIn account as a destination on StreamYard, and then it will tell you if you have access or not, because sometimes it does just auto approve you if you meet certain criteria. But yeah, there is also a link when you're going through that connection flow that'll take you right to the form Geige just mentioned.
Cool.
I love some of these answers, by the way.
Beauty Bubbles says Twister on a table account. Why not? If it's on a table, it's a table sport, I guess.
I like this one, actually.
Yeah, I forgot about beer pong. Beer pong was definitely a fun one.
Actually, Chris's is pretty good as well.
If you do it competitively, yeah, who can eat faster? Cool.
That's good.
For those of you that tuned in last week, you're likely already familiar, but in case you missed it, we did very recently launch custom background music. So very excited to launch that one. I know it was a top request for a very long time. So hopefully it's a welcome change. If you've tried it, let us know if there's anything, if it's what you're looking for, if there's anything that you'd like to see different about it. I know one thing that people have mentioned is that even though there's the custom music, they'd like to have more default tracks, and we do plan on adding more default tracks of different types of like moods and genres as well. Any other thoughts on the custom background music, Dan?
I don't think so. It should be pretty well, if you're familiar with our background music feature, it should be pretty easy to figure out how to use it. Basically, just in the brand tab at the very bottom, there's a button to upload your own background music. Like Geige said, it can work for songs, it can work for sound effects, all kinds of things.
Yeah, just to show, so like Dan said, if you're in the brand section for background music, the same way there's these default tracks, after you upload your own, it will just appear there. And just like I can play, a default track here, you should be able to hear your own music will now be playable there as well if you decide to upload it. And then one thing to always mention is be very, very careful of copyright. Each platform has different rules when it comes to what music you're allowed to share and whatnot on the platform. So be very careful to make sure something you've made yourself or something that you have the rights to share on that platform before uploading something and using the feature.
Yep. One thing I would add as well is with this launch of uploading background music, we did in the last week or so also add the ability to drag and drop background music tracks. So if you upload a bunch of them, you can actually drag them around and reorder them, which is pretty handy.
Cool. We have some extra clarification on the LinkedIn one from Dana and Clarine. Clarine says, important LinkedIn update. You can automatically go live on LinkedIn if you have creator mode on. Very cool. I did not know that.
Interesting.
And then Dana said, if you have 150 followers and post regularly, you should also get approved. Good to know. Oh, okay. Yeah. I guess I'm out of touch. I'll have to check out the new creator mode feature. That's good to know.
Cool.
Go Figure says, hello, question here. Any way to add soundboards or sounds? So it's not the same thing as a soundboard, but we did just mention Go Figure the custom. I don't know if you saw it or not, but if you did see it, the custom background features, that's one way to add sounds. It's not ideal, I guess, if you're trying to share like a quick clapping or laugh track or something. But that is one way to do it. I know many folks use things like the Stream Deck or an audio mixer to sort of pre-upload those onto that device and share it during the stream. So I would probably recommend that for now. We're open to adding something like that if it's something people want, but it's not something we have now beyond the custom background music.
Yep. And then something we might add is just the ability to bind, just improve our hotkeys so that it would work with background music in some way. So that may come at some point as well.
Clarine has a question. What's the difference between delete recording and delete broadcast? That's a good question, and not very many people have asked that. So recording refers to the content that's on StreamYard. So if you're on a paid plan of StreamYard, broadcasts are automatically recorded up to your storage limit. So when you hit delete recording, it deletes that content off of StreamYard itself, but it has no impact on what you've posted to or streamed to social media or externally. So the main reason why you would usually want to delete a recording is if you're approaching, say, your storage limit or something like that. Delete a broadcast. It depends what you click through on the flow, but generally deleting a broadcast is if you want to delete it on like YouTube and Facebook and those types of platforms.
Yep.
Cool. Sounds like Pixel P is a fan of the new music functionality. Very cool. Let's see what else we have here. Gabriel says it saved his behind yesterday. Be curious what happened, Gabriel. I can't think of why you would need it in a pinch, but that's good to know. Daniel says, for StreamYard, have you guys developed in lottery system yet? So if you mean the giveaway tool, Daniel, right now, like we do have the giveaway tool publicly available. So if you go to streamyard.com/giveaway, you can use it for your own streams and screen share it. If you mean something that's built into StreamYard that you don't have to screen share, we don't have that yet, but we're open to adding it.
And yeah, you'll see, just as an example, you'll see our giveaway tool later in the stream in about 15 minutes or so.
Let's see what else we had here. Cool. It sounds like most people are a fan. I haven't seen any feedback in terms of changes or additions. Good to know. Corinne loves the Feeding the Ducks soundtrack. Yes, it's the one I played. Me too.
That's cool. Yeah, I just like the names.
Animal says, I'm not the most PC literate, so help if you can. If I pre-record an interview, do I have to set a time to playback, or can I manually control it? So if you're using the pre-recorded streaming functionality, Animal, if that's not what you're referring to, let me know. But the way that works is basically instead of actually going live, you'll record. You could do that on StreamYard. Do a record-only broadcast on StreamYard and record your interview or something like that. You'll generally want to let people know that it's pre-recorded, so they're not feeling like they're being tricked that it's live or something. And then what you do is you upload that on StreamYard, and on StreamYard there'll be the option to schedule when it goes live. But it does go out like a live stream. So at that particular time, it will go live unimpeded. There's no, you won't have the ability to scrub through it or pause it or play it if you're using the pre-recorded feature. If instead of using the pre-recorded streaming functionality, you're doing an actual live stream, but you're screen sharing or sharing a clip that way, or sharing a local video file, then you would be able to sort of pause and play and whatnot. Hopefully that answers the question.
Yeah, I would say like by far the simplest thing, if you just want to record something on StreamYard and then stream it out as if it was live, that's what pre-recorded is for. If you want to have all kinds of control, then yeah, you would screen share it or just upload it as a video at the bottom of the studio. But it'll be more complex, and then you have to be in the studio the whole time.
Cool. We had quite a few questions we had for you all tonight, so let me make sure I get to some of those. Also, stay tuned later on. We're going to be bringing on another team member from the StreamYard customer success team, Jenny, so that should be fun. We had one thing before the questions I forgot to mention was last week we also announced that you can now change tile titles. So for video sharing, screen sharing, things like that, you can now change those. So small change, but hopefully welcome.
Yep.
But one of the questions we wanted to ask tonight was, it's been a while since we've spoken about the referral program. So I'd be curious if there's anyone on here anyone that doesn't actually know that we have a referral program watching. But for those of you that are familiar with it, is there anything that you'd like to work differently with the referral program in terms of how it works now? And if you don't know how it works now, do you want to explain how it works, Dan?
Cool, for sure. So it's quite straightforward and simple. And if you want to see it yourself, you can just go, like when you're in StreamYard, in the top right corner, there's a My Account button, and you'll see referrals within there. You can go just check it out yourself. But basically, you send out a link to a friend or a viewer, and then if they sign up, they will get a $10 credit. So ask their, using StreamYard, if they decide to upgrade, they'll save $10. So it's great for them. And then once they've spent up to $25, you'll get a $25 credit. So they get a $10 credit, you get you get a $25 credit once they've spent some money on StreamYard. So very simple to use. And yeah, if you have any questions about it, obviously let us know. Or like Geige said, anything you'd love to see change would be great.
Yeah, if there's any sort of different perks that you think would be more interesting beyond like credit, like something like you unlock a feature or something, just let us know. I'd be curious if anyone has any ideas.
Yep.
All right, we had a few more questions here. Someone on Facebook's asking, will I have control and ownership of all recordings if I have a subscription plan? Yes. So if you'll be able to download the recordings and do whatever you want with the recordings, and you of course own any content you create on StreamYard. StreamYard is a tool for making content. We don't have any rights to your content.
Yep.
Gotti says, any idea on how well the Rodecaster Pro 2 works with StreamYard? Anyone know what USB port to use with it, 1 or 2? I've heard great things about the Rodecaster, Gotti. Also in terms of people using it with StreamYard, people seem to be a really big fan of having that sort of as the in-between interface between their mic and their computer, and they'll be able to do the things like I mentioned in terms of having custom sound effects and being able to do call-in. You can connect your phone to the Rodecaster. It's a really powerful hardware device that many folks have said work great with StreamYard. So I think it's probably a good one to try, and I assume it's USB 2.0 as most things are now. All right. Crystal says, what is the difference between StreamYard and YouTube live streams? So sort of goes back to what I said a couple of questions ago, Crystal. StreamYard is just for making the live stream. So StreamYard is a production tool. So it's for bringing the guests on. It's for doing overlays. It's for bringing music onto the stream. It's for actually creating the stream. And YouTube is the hosting platform. YouTube is where people watch the stream.
Yep. So you can go on StreamYard. You can stream it out to YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn. You can record it, and then each one of those destinations is separate, but StreamYard integrates with all of them. And you could also go live just directly on YouTube, and that might be what you're asking. Like you can just go in there, click a button, go live, or a few buttons, but very limited to what you can actually do. So like if you look at our stream here, there's two of us on the stream. There's a background. There's an image in the top corner. There's a banner at the bottom, like all that kind of stuff, showing comments on screen. That's all created in StreamYard and then streamed out to YouTube. Hopefully that answers it.
Cool. I see lots of feedback on the referral program, so let's get to some of those. Appreciate that. Tristan says, love the referral program, would love some extra ready-to-use assets. So if you mean, Tristan, like unlocking maybe special assets or something from the referral program, I think that's a really cool idea. We do have monthly assets that our design team creates each month that are totally free that we send out. So if you don't know about that, definitely check those out. But I think special assets for the referral program is definitely a cool idea. Yep. Michael says, one thing that would be nice is to be able to have the referral program for people that are on the free version. Most people know about it, but after helping them decide to become a paid member.
Cool.
Do you understand that?
Kind of benefit you can get on the free version?
Like, let me know, Michael, if you mean like you get benefits even if the person doesn't upgrade to StreamYard. If that's what you mean, I totally agree. I think that's a cool idea, is giving some perks just for people using StreamYard. April says, for the referral program, I would love to see who has signed up as a result of the referral. Yeah, that'd definitely be cool for analytics. April, we'd have to double check if there's anything privacy related for that we'd have to be aware of. But yeah, I think that's a cool idea.
Yeah.
Irfan says, I use this from Pakistan. It's very easy and good to use. Awesome, Irfan. That's super good to hear. Thanks for all the positivity. Thanks, Richard. Hey guys, love StreamYard. Love the interactive live streams and personability. Many thanks to you all. Of course, people like all of you guys make it totally worth it. So appreciate that. All right, I want to make sure we have time to bring on Jenny tonight. So let me get rid of this banner and bring on Jenny. Jenny's on our customer success team. Hey, Jenny, how are you doing tonight?
Very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing well. I think Dan has some questions planned out for us.
You bet I do. Good to see you, Jenny. So for anyone that's never seen a town hall, recently we've been bringing on employees and just getting a chance to introduce them to our audience and kind of have some interaction. So if you have any questions for Jenny, feel free to ask away. But I do have some questions that I'm going to ask as well, just so you can get a chance to know Jenny. So Jenny, first question is, can you tell us a bit about yourself and what you do at StreamYard?
Yes. So I'm Jenny Cito. I'm originally from New York. I moved to California a few years ago, and then I'm now based in Kauai. So I made my way over to the west side. I love to surf, play golf, and I'm currently learning how to play beach volleyball, which is a crazy sport. And I am a customer success manager here, supporting our StreamYard business clients on the West Coast and APAC regions.
Cool. Sweet. Yeah, beach volleyball definitely seems like a Hawaii type sport.
Yeah, had to get into it.
Cool. And yeah, you already answered where you're located. I guess, do you want to share more about where in Hawaii? Or?
I'm in Kauai, so the most west of the Hawaiian Islands.
Cool. Got it. And then how long have you been at StreamYard?
I joined at the end of October, so about 9 months in.
Cool. And what is your favorite StreamYard feature?
That was a tough one. It's really, for me, the theme of customizations, to be honest,
Cool.
just because it enables creators and brands to express themselves. So the custom fonts, being able to upload that background music and giving that extra personalization touch.
Cool. Makes sense. And what did you want to be when you were younger?
I had no idea.
Fair enough, yeah.
I just knew it was to serve community and to travel the world. But yeah, I had no idea.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm actually surprised that answer doesn't come up more because I feel like hardly anyone actually knows, but we must just have some unique employees. Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that one. And then how did you get into being a customer success manager?
So for me, I was always in customer facing roles, but it was really when I realized I wanted to be more of a strategic advisor in helping our customers and defining what success looks like for them. Like, what does it mean? What does it look like? It's so different for each customer, and it's so interesting to learn. I love understanding and supporting a customer at every step in their journey. And the most rewarding part is really discovering those opportunities together and growing together. So
Cool. Sweet. And then what's your favorite thing about working at StreamYard?
I love that no matter how remote we are, we're very close and clear in communication. It's amazing how fast the team has collaborated and created solutions. There's been so much innovation here since I started last fall, and there's more to come. So I'm super excited.
Sweet. Awesome. And then how would you answer the fun fact question? Do you have a favorite table sport?
Ooh, I would agree with you guys. It's like they're all so fun. I recently picked up ping pong again, so
Cool.
that's been my jam.
Cool. Yeah, that is a ton of fun. It's one of those games you can just like get into and play for a few hours almost and still not really get sick of it, I find. All right, some random ones. What's your favorite karaoke song?
Journey, Don't Stop Believing.
Okay.
That's always a fun one. It's so hard to do though, and
Fair.
I don't have the best voice. Can't beat Kelsey Bentz over here. And then maybe Frank Sinatra, New York State of Mind. That's my dad's favorite artist, so I love that one.
Cool. Awesome. And then what is your favorite board game?
Chess.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. It makes me think more strategically, that attention to detail, like every move is so important. So yeah.
Do you play it quite a bit?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I always find chess, if you don't actually, like I don't really play chess, but the few times I ever have, I just get so into it and thinking so deeply about it. But if you're playing against anyone who's actually played it a lot, it's very difficult to do well.
I'm by no means a pro, but it's like so fun. Just so fun.
Yeah. Cool. And then, any questions from the audience, Geige, for Jenny?
Yeah, we got quite a few here. One from Chris says, Jenny, are you a fan of poke or shaved ice?
Ooh. Yes, all of it. Yep. Poke for sure. Shaved ice. I'm not a huge sweet person, but I'll have that from time to time.
Cool. And poke, it's like the fish and the rice, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's like a bowl of fish and
It's like the raw and like they marinate it with like soy sauce and scallions and
cool.
Super good.
Cool.
Yeah, I've had it a couple of times. I really like it. One from Dana. Dana says, question for Jenny, what's the coolest show you've ever seen? That's a good question.
Town Hall episode 183.
Yeah. Right here, right now.
Yeah. Any others, I guess?
No, the last one with James was really fun. I loved his like background and everything. Yeah, it was fun.
Cool.
We got a question from Clarine, more of just a general question, but will you get to the point of interviewing broadcasters as you've been doing with your team during these town halls? That's a super cool idea, Clarine. I'd be curious how many people watching would be a fan of seeing that. That's kind of what we've tried to do with the StreamYard Spotlight, is like Dana and Kelsey spotlighting people from the community. But I think you could do a different angle where you interview someone and it's more about like feedback on StreamYard itself or something. So if that's something people would like to see, definitely let us know.
Yeah, we did actually very early on. I think we had a few users on the show.
In the first couple episodes, I think we did that.
Yeah.
Paul says, also curious if we have the ability to download solo video clips like we can with audio. So not at this time, Paul. It's definitely something we're open to adding those. So stay tuned on that. I'd be curious the ways you'd be using the video clips. Is it mostly just repurposing it in individual segments? That's generally what I've found. But if there's another use case, I'm always curious how people are using stuff like that. So definitely let us know.
Yep.
Let's see. Also from Paul, hey guys, been using StreamYard for corporate video launches. Very cool. Any chance there will be the option to switch a guest in a box without leaving doubles?
Without leaving doubles.
So just in case, Paul, you probably already know that, but you can switch people just by dragging and dropping them. But I'm assuming because of the doubles part that you mean something else. So if you could maybe give us a little bit more clarification, because I'm not 100% sure what you mean by the doubles. So let me know.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we had here. Someone from Facebook is asking, would I be able to run ads during live streams? So that's a good question. It depends on the platform. So for YouTube, sponsored content on YouTube is fine. So if you want to have a sponsor for your video and you have that clearly, there's an option on YouTube to say it's sponsored content, and you're able to do that in your videos to let people know that you have a sponsor of the video. I'm not as familiar with Facebook's policy on it. I know theirs is a bit more specific about what's okay and what's not. For Facebook, I definitely know it's not okay to have like a third party that's sort of rolled in that looks similar to Facebook ads content, because there's obviously the problem of like what's the video and what's the ad. So check the policy of the platform that you're streaming on. But generally, you are able to work with brands and do sponsored content and those types of things, as long as it's sort of organic and it's you doing the ad and not someone else that's sort of like just injecting it into your content.
Yep.
Pixelpia says, request, would love a poll tool that would be screen sharing like the wheel. Great to know, Pixelpia. We're definitely open to that. Polls have come up many times.
Yep. You could always use a tool like, man, there's quite a few, like Mentimeter or Slido or something as well.
Yeah, those are good ones where you can screen share and then share the link for people to participate. Also, I saw a ton of awesome feedback about the referral program. So there's too much to go through here, but I'm going to keep it all saved and go through all of these. So I appreciate everyone that shared the cool ideas there. Let's see. Chris says, any chance for a camera zoom in feature to be added? Do you have any thoughts on that one, Dan?
Yeah, definitely open to it. I guess just to confirm, is it literally just your camera is too zoomed out, you want to zoom it in, or is there more advanced things you kind of want around that? Like, do you want to zoom super far in as well, like on a specific area of the feed and kind of dynamically do it? Or is it very much just like a setting you just want to change so that, you know, it's 10% zoomed in and just leave it like that? Maybe let us know. But yeah, it's possible.
All right.
You can also do it with your camera software a lot of the times, I would add. Like, I personally do it with Logitech, like with the G Hub software that they have, and they have a whole bunch of random apps that you can use for it if you have a Logitech webcam.
Cool. SoCal says, is there a way to save your slides / shared video files / screen sharing so you don't have to load them every time? So,
okay.
Sorry, go ahead, Dan.
Slides are saved. So we do save your slides. And of course, you have to go back into the bottom, click them, and add them again. But they're uploaded. They're saved to StreamYard servers. We don't save the video files at the bottom, like the ones that you're sharing at the bottom, on purpose, because we want you to be able to share like a 10 gigabyte file without having to upload it, because that would use all your internet and take hours potentially. So we don't save video clips. And then screen sharing is the same problem. Like if you refresh the page or you come back the next week, we can't just recapture that same screen automatically. It's just kind of a browser limitation. For the video clips, though, I would say in the brand section, you can upload them as a video clip, and then they'll be there every time. So it's really the screen sharing one that's not possible at all.
Cool. And I think we have time for one more here. Billy says, feature question, can I stream other content creators' live feeds on my channel in real time? Been asking for a few weeks. Well, sorry, we missed it before, Billy. Yes, you can. So the easiest way to do it now is to be able to actually connect it. Anything you can connect as a destination, you can stream to. So if, say, you work really closely with another channel, if that person adds you as an administrator on that channel, you're able to connect it as one of your destinations and stream to it as another channel. Same thing with pages. If you have admin permissions on that page, you can stream to that page. I know one thing people have asked for is to make it where instead of actually having to grant that level of permission, because maybe you're not comfortable with that level of permission on someone else's page, the ability to sort of have it where on a one-time basis, your guest can essentially give access for that one stream to stream to their channel. And we don't have anything specifically for that yet, but it's something that we're exploring and open to adding. All right. And with that, this was episode 183 of the StreamYard Live Town Hall. Thanks again, Jenny, for joining us. And thank you all so much for tuning in. We'll see you next week at the same time.
Cool. See you next week, everyone. Thanks, Jenny.
See ya. Thanks.